Hello YouTube, my name is Marcus, and today I'll be giving you 5 more tips to make your comic book Kickstarter become a reality. It's 2022, and Marvel and DC, with their superhero movies and animated TV shows and series, have really inspired the minds of many people. That would probably include you if you're watching this video. I mean, Kickstarters, indie comics, they're all over the place. You don't have to look too hard to find them. These are just a few of the comics that I've backed on Kickstarter myself. Some of them I bought at Comic-Con or whatnot, but everyone wants to do their thing. Everyone wants to bring out their ideas. Everyone wants to bring out their content. And so this video is for you, especially if you're trying to get your own comic book out there. You may be wondering, how the heck are these people having Kickstarters? And how are they being successful? How can I do that too? Well, I'm gonna give you 5 more tips in this video to help you out with that. Tip number 1, establish a fan base. All these people in here are all backers. That's like what, 50 people? I don't know. But look, establishing a fan base is very important because once you are ready for that Kickstarter, if you have a good like 50 to 100 people that you can talk to and you can market to, they're gonna share with their friends, they're gonna buy your content, and some of them are gonna be super backers and they're gonna pledge a lot more than you intended for them to. Heck, some backers pledge $100 and you're like, whoa, I thought you were gonna pledge maybe like $5, maybe share it with a friend, but you pledge $100. That's like crazy, that's helpful. So establishing your fan base is very important, and one of the ways you can do this is actually a way that I've seen one comic book creator. He's the creator of Tights. All right, I'm about to show you an example of what good marketing looks like, which brings us on to number 2, which is marketing, but also how to create your own fan base. So here's an example from the Tights comic book. They got about 1,000 followers, and they've only had an Instagram account for like a year. August 2021 is when they had it. It's now 2022, so that's maybe like what, 8 months, give or take, I don't know. But he found his format for marketing. Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. New content, t-shirts, bookmarks, etc. And when he was ready for Kickstarter, after 6 months or so of advertising, he was featured on Kickstarter, and he got almost 200 backers at a goal of like way above his goal. He has like $10,000 for his Kickstarter. Crazy, but he built a fan base over time, very organically, using the right hashtags and being a constant marketer or a constant content creator on his page, and he got all those backers. And of course, you know, a lot of them probably were friends and family, but he got there. And so I'm just using this example of like a best case scenario. If you can get your marketing skills down, and if you can find the right people to back your campaign, they will back it and will be successful. So the next tip is, once you're actually inside of your Kickstarter campaign, you have the ability to update your backers whenever you want to about what's going on. My suggestion is you should do it quarterly, halfway through, and also at the very end. So when you're 25%, 50%, when you just first start, 75% through, fully funded, all that kind of stuff. Doing these updates is a way for you to say, hey, thanks for backing. This is what we have cooking up right now. So if you have anything, you know, if you want to add anything else, if you want to have a promotion, for example, you can do that. And you can just say whatever you want to do. There's even a few Q&A questions built into Kickstarter for you to like answer. So whoever backs your Kickstarter, they can see it and they can read it. If you update often, your backers are going to know what's going on, and they're going to be more willing to share or maybe even increase their pledge. All right, so the next tip is to utilize Kickstarter branding. When you make your Kickstarter and when you're ready to do that promotion stuff, like during your Kickstarter, once you have it like officially launched, you can download like the K for Kickstarter. You can download other templates. For example, here's a comic called Icarus Metro. They have a Kickstarter exclusive sticker over here. You can only get this cover if you back on Kickstarter. Also, I have an Acolyte comic from Concrete Comics. It has a green K for Kickstarter. And these are just things that these creators can use to say, hey, this is featured on Kickstarter only, and if you want this content, it's exclusive. And for example, this Acolyte comic came with a cool 2021 Moonwalker Drive. It's like a thing off of J. Cole or whatever. Came with some cool bookmark and stuff. But using those logos, using that branding, it's good for that. Because you can, like you just saw, you can use it for specific Kickstarter rewards, and it makes it feel more special. It's like once-in-a-lifetime covers that's only printed on Kickstarter campaigns. You can't get this comic cover anywhere else unless you were an original backer, for an example. Also, if you do end up using those Kickstarter branding, and if you do use Kickstarter for your comic book, you can go to Comics Wellspring, and they will give you 15% off of your entire order, which is almost enough to cover like the shipping cost. Okay, the fifth thing that you should know is that Kickstarter has this weird, crazy cool system where you can have a specific reward tier, and it can be like a limited edition item. So for example, I have a few over here. This is my most recent Kickstarter for Detective Thompson. Over here I have this one that was limited edition. It says reward not available because it was limited edition. And it says you can get 2 copies of my signed copy of a comic book for $15, which normally would be $15 just for one. This one was $15 for 2. You can basically utilize this just to build hype over your content. You can say, hey, we just launched, you have 7 days. This is our best deals, back now. Or maybe it's like your last days, and you say, hey, I need some more Kickstarters, I need some more backers for my Kickstarter. So what can you do? You can do a quick, like limited edition, like here's a really good deal, and you only have like 5 days to get to use it or whatever. But basically just using these time rewards, these time pledges, sure, you can use them in different ways, but it basically just builds hype over your content. I really hope that these tips are very beneficial and they help you in creating your Kickstarter campaign. I did do another one of these videos earlier, about a year ago. So I do have 2 of these videos on how to make a good, successful Kickstarter. If there's anything that I missed or anything that you'd like to see, comment down below and give this a thumbs up. And just let me know how you feel about this. I am very eager and willing to do more. Again, like I said in my first video, I'm just local indie comic book creator, just trying to do whatever I can to help other indie comic creators like myself. So yeah, thank you for watching once again, and I'll see you later. Goldheart out.